Setting clear goals is the first and most important step in finding motivation. It's easy to say, I want to study better, but that's vague and it doesn't give you direction. You need specifics. Instead of just hoping you'll do better, aim for something concrete like, finish reading chapter 3 by 3 p.m. Break down your larger dreams into manageable pieces. Each small, actionable step brings you closer to your bigger vision. And here's the crucial part, celebrate every step. Completing chapter 3? Mark it off, take a minute to acknowledge your success and then move on. This is how you build momentum. It's in these small wins where the magic happens, and they'll give you the energy to keep going when the going gets tough. Routine is more than just a series of habits, it's the foundation of success. Think about it. When you don't have a routine, every day becomes a mental battle. You're constantly deciding what to do next, and that leads to decision fatigue. But when you establish a routine, you take away that mental load. You've already decided what you're going to do and when. Starting your day with purpose is key. Your morning routine sets the tone for the rest of your day. It could be something simple like making your bed, having a cup of coffee, or spending 5 minutes journaling about your goals. These small actions remind your brain that you're in control, that you've got a plan for the day ahead. And when you have a clear plan, the day flows smoother and motivation becomes a lot easier to maintain. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools you can use to fuel your motivation. It might sound a bit out there at first, but the science behind it is clear. When you vividly imagine achieving your goals, your brain responds as if you've already done it. Picture yourself at the end of the semester, walking across that stage with your degree in hand. Feel the weight of that diploma, hear the applause. That feeling of accomplishment, it's real and it's available to you right now. When you close your eyes and see that success, it activates your brain's reward system, boosting your motivation and reinforcing the desire to keep going. So, take a moment every day to visualize your success. Let that image of you winning, of you achieving, drive your actions in the present. Success isn't just about the big moments, it's built on the small victories along the way. It's the late-night study sessions that turn into breakthroughs, the moments where you feel like quitting but push through anyway. Each small win counts. When you accomplish a task, no matter how small, take a moment to celebrate it. This isn't about ego or arrogance. It's about acknowledging that every bit of progress is a step closer to your goal. When you tick off your goals, your brain releases dopamine. This is the chemical that makes you feel good. And guess what? That feeling? It's addictive. The more you celebrate the small victories, the more motivated you'll be to keep going. So, don't wait for the big milestone to feel proud. Every small win is a victory worth celebrating. Distractions are a constant. The world around you is always pulling for your attention. Your phone buzzes, a notification pops up, and suddenly that one text message becomes an hour-long scroll through social media. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, to think that you just can't focus anymore. But here's the truth. Distractions are inevitable, but how you respond to them is what separates the successful from the rest. The key is creating a space where distractions are minimized. Turn off your notifications. Put your phone on silent. Close the apps that pull your focus away. It might seem like a small thing, but that shift can make all the difference. Try using the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of focused study followed by a 5-minute break. Those 25 minutes can feel intense, but when you focus only on the task at hand, your energy stays sharp. That short, focused burst allows you to avoid the fatigue that comes from trying to multitask. The goal isn't to study for hours at a time, but to maximize every minute you spend working. Your brain can only focus so long before it needs rest, so use your time wisely. Every time you push past a distraction, you strengthen your ability to stay focused. And when you finish that 25 minutes, take your break. Stretch, breathe, reset. Then get back to work, refreshed and ready. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle. We live in a world where more seems like the answer. More hours studying, more tasks checked off, more effort. The belief is simple. The harder you work, the more you'll achieve. But here's the truth. Burnout is real. You can only push yourself so far before your brain starts to shut down. That's when mistakes happen and when progress stalls. Rest is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Your mind, just like your body, needs time to recharge. Think of your brain like a muscle. It gets fatigued, and when it does, it needs recovery. This is why breaks are crucial. Studies show that taking regular breaks not only keeps your mind sharp, but it also improves your long-term productivity. Rest isn't just about sleep. It's about stepping away from the task at hand and letting your mind reset. Whether it's a walk outside, a quick workout, or just a few minutes of deep breathing, take that time to recharge. When you return to your work, you'll do so with more energy, more focus, and a sharper mind. Remember, you don't need to study all day to succeed. You need to study smart. And studying smart means knowing when to rest so that when you do work, you're giving it your best. Failure. It's a word that can stop us in our tracks, isn't it? You study for hours, pour your heart into your work, and then, failure. An exam doesn't go as planned, an assignment comes back with corrections, and suddenly, it feels like the world is closing in. But here's a secret. Failure isn't the end of the road. It's part of the process. Every person you admire, every person who has ever accomplished anything significant has faced failure. In fact, many of them have failed multiple times. It's what they did after that failure that made all the difference. Did they give up? No. They learned. They adjusted. They got better. And you can too. The mistake is seeing failure as a permanent roadblock. It's not. It's a lesson. It's feedback. So, what do you do when you fail? First, acknowledge it. Then analyze it. What went wrong? What could you have done differently? Take those lessons, adjust your approach, and keep moving forward. Remember, the path to success is never linear. It's filled with bumps, detours, and setbacks. But each one of those is a chance to grow, to learn, and to improve. Don't let failure define you, use it to fuel you. Because what you do next is what really matters. The next step, the next try, the next victory. Please subscribe for next part. More study motivation.